Mark, thanks for taking the time to speak to us today on a crazy afternoon here at Blansford after the first team just defeated Portadown 1-0. I just wanted to catch up with you since the end of your season last season where you became league champions. I mean, first of all, obviously pre-season we've sort of kept a close eye on what's going on. Obviously your season kicks off next week. Big day for you boys as well, being up here today. Obviously your new shirt sponsor's been here as well in attendance, and obviously other sponsors as well. First of all, how do you think your pre-season's went going into your first game next week?
Pre-season's been brilliant, Matthew. We've played a lot of tough games. Played the likes of Tandragee's first team, top intermediate side. We've played Tobermore in the PIL, Dungannon, Swifts, Loughgall, all them kind of teams. So it's been a tough pre-season, but it worked for us last year. We copied it this year. It's been another tough one, but again, it's been a good one. So
I mean, you've lost a few players during the summer, and obviously to be expected because there was a lot of quality in your squad going into the league last year. Obviously winning the league title, which was a big achievement for you. I mean, obviously you've brought in a few players now over the summer. I mean, how have they been then compared with the older boys from last season?
The new players are been absolutely fantastic. They've come in, they've been quietly went about their business, and they've made themselves part of it straight away. Obviously, they're coming in to replace good players who are hard to replace. I mean, like, our club has wanted them big time, you know, and that's for their quality. But the new guys we've brought in have fitted in straight away and been very, very good. So I can't ask for much more.
And it's obviously good to see a couple of your young lads from last season's squad now emanating into the first team squad like today, the likes of the Jack Kinders and all them boys. But I mean, to go forward into the season, how is the squad looking promising for the season? Is it going to be you're looking forward for another good season?
I would like to think that, you know, everybody's going to want to beat us first of all. So I'd like to think that we've still got the kind of squad where we'll be expecting to do maybe every bit as good as last year. That's our aim, certainly, and we've no reason, according to looking at pre-season, with no reason to believe that won't happen.
And with obviously winning the league title last year, that's a sort of a platform now to attract new players, especially, we've talked this many times about the facilities we have and now obviously the squad that you've built. I mean, it's obviously a good thing for you to have that headache to try and attract players who are wanting to come and play for you.
Listen, this ground and you see everything around you, the club, the progression side of it, everything is there for to attract players. The only problem we have coming up against players is obviously the ones we're trying to attract. Then you get the other clubs are offering them money, you know, and that's where it's a bit hard. But outside of that, if anybody's got ambition, this is a place for them to come, and this is a place to be.
Now, you had one of your sponsors in attendance, your main shirt sponsors today, Sykes, obviously here today. Got a few photos done for a photo shoot and whatnot. I mean, obviously you want to say a few words about the sponsor because they've been great towards your squad and obviously your team, especially last season and now moving into this year.
Yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to Sykes. From we were formed, they've been right behind us, and they've been absolutely fantastic every year. The boys have went out there, they've looked brilliant in the kit. They sponsored our raincoats. They've just been magnificent, and they've been with us from day one. So we hope that the success we have in the pitch and the publicity we can give them, you know, repays what they've given us for them. And we've also another one just to mention that's been with us from the start was Charisma Barbers.
Yeah, so with them
in Bangor, you know. So again, they've been with us from the start, and they've been absolutely brilliant. So if you're looking bathroom interior stuff or you're looking at a haircut, make sure it's Sykes and Charisma Barbers.
Cheap plug there, like. But Mark, obviously your season kicks off next week. You said it was Wade Who Institute, was it next week?
Wade
Limavady, sorry. So how's your squad looking for getting into the first team? First game, sorry.
We've a couple of injuries, so we'll have two players who have been flying. Young Bradley Hillis is out at the minute, and he's been very good up training with the first team all pre-season and stuff. And young Jamie Chapman, we're hoping he gets a scan. We're hoping it's not a cruciate. Just praying that it's not as bad as it's sort of looked at the time. But apart from them two, we're starting to get bodies back, you know, like say long-term injuries are starting to come back and stuff like that, which is only going to bode well for us.
Well, good luck for next week anyway. I'm sure we'll see you a couple of times popping up on Welders TV out the season, and if anybody wants to obviously keep track of the 21s, they can obviously keep checking our website and stuff. So good luck for next week, Mark.
Thank you.